Tomorrow? Oh yeah, then we got that other guy over there. He's one of my favorites.
He just missed lunch.
He gets very close. Now what I'll do is I'll put some food down for him.
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. He stays pretty close, although he is wild. Oh, I need to open up a bag of food here. Hi, sweetheart. How's my kitty? You hungry?
Oh, he knows you're getting the food out, huh?
Yeah, probably.
There's like a little haven in here.
What kind of food is that? Heinz?
This is actually something we get at Sam's Club.
At Sam's Club? How much it costs?
$10 a bag.
How heavy is it?
20 pounds.
20 pounds?
Yeah, we go to about 4 of these a night.
4 of them a night?
Yep.
That's $40 a night.
And then the case, we go through a case a night, and that's 18 bucks. So.
He look like he's hungry.
He's kind of smart, this one. He's sort of like the grandfather of the crew.
And,
wow, $40 a night. Man, 10 nights, that's $400.
Yep.
That's without the canned food, which is $18
Oh, yeah?
Right.
Well, how many places you all feed at?
About 30 a night.
30 a night?
Yep.
But how many cats do you think you're serving?
We figured out close to 1,000, right?
Woo,
yeah.
Man. And there are 250 just wild cats out in Los...
250,000.
Oh, yeah, 250,000. What am I talking about?
Right. 1,000 on the streets of Las Vegas.
250,000 on the streets of Las Vegas. And Las Vegas is a small city.
Right. And, you know, see, the rate of survival here, because the temperature isn't that extreme, is pretty high.
That's a lot in there. I guess that's for all the neighborhood cats to have some.
Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch around here. We saw, what, 4 so far just in the time we've been here. And it makes it very difficult for me to trap when that other lady feeds because they're not hungry enough. So it wastes a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I prefer that they're going to be a little bit hungry. You know, I don't want to starve them. I mean, last night was, what, 40 degrees? So I want to make sure they got some food, but, you know, I'd like them to be a little bit hungry when I'm trying to trap, you know.
And so you got one in there, you got another trap. Hey, you're doing great.
I'll put a can of food, which is good for about 4 cats. They eat about a quarter of a can each.
Okay.
Since we saw 4 hanging out in this area.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to give them 1 can since we saw 4 in the area. They, like I said, they eat about a quarter of a can each.
Okay.
And you have to use, everything you use has to be disposable because people don't want the cats around because they consider them a nuisance. They go to the bathroom on their lawns and that kind of thing. And so that's another reason you feed at night too, because you have to creep around like a cat.
Right.
You don't want people seeing you. You know, so that way if they were to throw out all this stuff, you know, I just pull out new stuff. A lot of times, see, that other girl that feeds, put that container there, I use these boxes.
Right.
That are the case bottoms, the bottoms of the cases.
Right.
And that way if they throw them out, they throw them out. I just put a new one down.
Okay.
Want some of that? Here you go. I know you like that stuff, huh?
So one is a dry food, another one is a wet food. They can take their choice.
And I think the pigeons have already left for the morning, which is good, except for that one fat pigeon up there on the electrical wire. And really, you know, the pigeons aren't supposed to be eating this kind of food. It's not real good for them, but, you know, when that's all they got, that they eat that too. You know, in the summertime, you get all kinds of problems with bugs and ants getting in the food, but the winter and the fall is nice, so you don't have to deal with all that. No roaches. The birds aren't as many.
These guys coming again, they must smell it behind you. So.
Yep.
If we get out to... Oh, okay.
He knows what's going on.
He knows it's feeding time, huh? Okay.
guys, although they are feral, are fairly used to people because, you know,
feral meaning wild, right?
Right. Because there's a lot of people always that live here and walk by here and that kind of thing. But they're always very cautious. You know, they know me because they know that I leave the food, so they know that they don't have anything to fear.
And they know they can outrun most people, huh?
Mm-hmm. And they will, too.
That's amazing.
Like if I were to try to get close to this gray one, hopefully he's not going to get hit by this truck.
Okay. Well, listen, maybe we should let them, leave them to eat.
Yep.
And complete this segment on trapping and neutering. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank you for your time. This will be an excellent segment of your DVD and online video. You know, so, hey, anything you'd like to say to the people before we go?
Just thank you for joining us again, and any donations you can offer, we really could use.
Okay, the information on how to donate will be at the end of the broadcast.
Right.
That's a tremendous financial burden to care for these kittens, you know?
Yeah, it's very time-consuming.
And, you know, Las Vegas just made it legal now.
Yes, that's right, yes.
To be able to do this. They stopped gathering cats and just killing them.
Well, they still do a lot of that. Matter of fact, what did we find out? They're putting down 1,000 a week at the county or city shelter.
Oh.
They're still putting down 1,000 cats a week, cats and dogs.
But what is the law they just passed?
That you can maintain a colony like this of feral cats and feed them as long as you're also spaying and neutering.
Trapping, spading, and
right. So you're not just breeding them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Breed,
Yeah.
You know, and
have
multiply.
babies and
multiply because they
250,000 turn into 1 million in a couple of years.
Yeah,
huh?
They have kittens approximately every 3 months.
What? Every 3 months? 250,000. That's 750,000 in 3 months if they were all
exactly
active like that.
Yeah. It's you know, very hard to to keep up on them. You know, sometimes you feel like you're beating your head up against the wall because no matter how many you trap and spay, you know, you miss one that had a litter of 6. So you get 1 or 2 cats spayed and neutered, and the next thing you know, you see this mom coming out with this litter of 6, and you feel like you're, you know, back where you started, if not worse.
So spaying and neutering is the answer.
Very, very important.
Yeah, to keep the populations down, and wow, you're ready for your job, your mission.
And you know, that's what happens with a lot of these people that they consider to be hoarders. They take cats in, they feed them in their homes, they keep them in their homes, but they don't get them spayed and neutered, and the next thing they know, they're overrun by cats, and it gets way out of hand, and you know, the next thing you know, the cats are all ill, living in feces.
Cats ill? Oh yeah, in the home.
Yeah.
Living in feces and stuff.
Yeah, because these people start out with a good heart. You know, they don't want to see these animals starve, and they feed them, but what they don't do is either because of ignorance, or they don't have the money to get them spayed and neutered, or they don't know that there are programs out there that they can use, you know.
Anyway, St. Gabriel Feline Foundation, and your name is Marie, right?
Right.
So anyway, let's call it a wrap.
All right.
Until the next time, you know, all of you all who are watching, we bid you farewell.
Thanks.